Loud explosion.
Go away. Go away.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, not you. The thingy. the video. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Wardcast, your weekly source for video game news, machinima, and survival horror discussion, updates on the Ward, and more. I'm your host, Sean Clark, alongside Jazz Rich.
Did you know that I forgot? Never mind. Hi.
Alec Funnel.
I have giant spandex on.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I'm scared, and Alec Funnel again. And Carmen de la Cruz.
Hello, I am alive.
On this week's episode, we're talking about Microsoft being huge assholes, Pal World possibly being in trouble, even more video game layoffs, and more.
Yeah.
But before all that, let's find out what's been going on this week. Hey, Jazz. How was the week?
The week, it's been
A week?
It has been. Oh, I found out. I remembered what I was gonna say. There are many unexplained climate phenomena in Uranus's atmosphere. And did you know that Uranus has peak wind speeds of 560 miles per hour? Whoa!
I did actually.
I did in fact know this.
That's yeah.
Only since yesterday.
Yeah, get out of here, Gatorade. So, hi. My week was cool. Good. Okay.
Did you go to a science museum by chance?
Nope. I was very tired and medicated last night and randomly started looking at Wikipedia facts on Uranus and giggling like a fucking 12-year-old because it's what I do. Because it's fun. Yeah. I think my week was good. I
think
just traditionally don't remember much of what I did. But I mean, I worked and I didn't work after work, and then I played video games. Yeah. I worked on some little project going on.
Wow.
I spent about a day and a half trying to remember the name of a character from a video game and did it, even though Sean was offering to tell me and he Googled it.
Nah.
Cheated.
What?
Yeah. You're done. Actually, I remembered both of their names. I think.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
You did?
I did. Ooh. And I still remember them, so that's good. And other than that, I mean, we had freezing rain, so I didn't go anywhere. I mean, the Earth is like being stupid and getting mad at us, so it's been terrible weather. Yeah, video games. I tried a little bit of Returnal.
Ooh.
It seems okay so far. I died, but I think you're supposed to die because I mean,
a lot.
It should never at the start because the title showed up, so I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, so I think it might be fun. I'm gonna keep going at that for a little while. Jesus, there's like a whole conversation going on this side. And then I spent all week waiting for a delivery, which finally came yesterday. So it's my show and tell. Sorry, there was something on my hand. So you'll never believe it, but I got a book on Titanic.
What?
Yeah, it's called
No.
It's called Down with the Old Canoe.
What?
It's a cultural history of the Titanic disaster. So it's I started listening to this podcast on Titanic. It's just like this girl who talks about like Titanic facts and stuff, and she gets guests every episode. And they were talking about this book, and it talks about like different cultures and nationalities that were on the Titanic that were either like not mentioned, or the White Star Line was like, now we don't want to like acknowledge they were there, like things that were not talked about back in 1912. And so like this talks about a lot of those, and I like historical stuff like that, so I was like, oh hey, like this sounds, well obviously, and it's a Titanic book, so I was like, hey, that sounds like a book that I need to get. Plus who's down with the old canoe? It's me. I'm old. And then just to keep it, on the subject, video games, I was going through my stuff, and I don't know why, but I tripped on this thing in my stuff. So I have this little Dark Link, and we
Oh
mentioned
wow. Yeah.
he's got a big sword and a little
Yeah.
tiny shield, and he's comprehend an accessoire.
Accessoire.
Accessory included, because also the
Link
merch
Noir.
is bilingual here. Yeah, he's Link
It's
Noir.
Link Noir.
Link Noir from the world of Nintendo, which was not translated.
That's weird. The world of Nintendo, not from The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah. I thought that said jokes.
I thought I
Jax.
said jackass for a second. I was
I
like,
thought it
wow.
said jokes.
Does that say Jax? Like Jack. Jack went to Canada and
I thought that was funny
started a
because
toy company.
I saw that as like paratrooper. I'm like, but he doesn't have a parachute. What? So yeah, that's my game show and tell thing. I like Zelda stuff, and that's Dark Link, so he's evil, or Link Noir, because he's like old school, like smoking a cigarette. It's like, you gotta find that princess, that dame.
It's in a different castle.
Yeah, turns out she wasn't in that castle, but you're still under arrest. Anyway, Alec, how was
Hi.
your week?
Mine's quite short because I've just been working. I've only played one game, and that was WWE 2K23, whatever the new game was last week. Played it with Ian. So yeah, that's been nice. And now on date number 3. I'm currently in Bridport because that's where he lives, and I just thought, okay, I'll come to him. So here I am.
I saw you playing FIFA.
Ooh.
Pretending you don't like sports.
No. So this is gonna get weird. So my brother Ian plays
It's
FIFA.
gonna get weird.
What had happened was
Yeah. Okay. So I have a boyfriend called Ian, and I have a brother called Ian. My brother Ian plays FIFA. Boyfriend Ian, he said something about FIFA earlier, but I just tuned out. Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, show and tell. This thing I got for Christmas or Boxing Day, and it's called On a Scale of 1 to T-Rex.
I thought it was like a wireless router for a second. I was like, what the fuck?
Okay, so it's a game
It's
for
on my
people.
Shazets.
It's for people
wow.
7 and up.
Seven up.
So people who are bad at charades. I haven't played this game because it's still in its sealed box and all that, but me and Ian were gonna try and play it today, but we ran out of time.
get it out. We'll play it now. Well, not now, but like the game in the box. The game in the box. The game in the sealed box.
Carmen, how was your week?
I survived. My week was okay. Just been putting in the applications and helping my family quite a lot. I had to make a couple of drives back and forth to the airport this week. My niece had flown in from California, and so I had to drive to the airport, pick her up, bring her back, and then take her back when she was done, like 3 days later. But in order to do that, so I live like here in Denver, and my parents live like here, and the airport is like here. So I had to go boom, 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 boom. So I got gas money for that because I discovered that I absolutely hate Monopoly. I suspected that I hate Monopoly, but now I know for a deep fact, because played Monopoly with some family the other night, and it literally nearly brought me to tears, because it's not a fair game, obviously, because when it was originally made and they called it the landlord game, it was to teach capitalism and how it's very easy for the rich to get richer and the poor to get poorer. And in the game, you can't recover once you hit that losing spot. You literally cannot recover.
Your perception of Monopoly to me is insane. But anyway,
I was on the losing end. My mom had like a stack of like $2,000, but I was on the losing end, and I wasn't raging, but inside I was boiling, and I was like nearly in tears. And I actually rage quit, but nobody noticed, because like I couldn't pay my debts. And so rather than I was like, you know what, I'm out. And I would have literally have had to sell everything. And I'm like, here, you know, I'm out. And I was sad about that. But so I did not watch anything new this week. I did not play anything new. I just played my Love in Deep Space, which is, you know, it's a cute little distraction. I played my Duolingo quite a bit. I'm now doing both French and Spanish. And I played PUBG. But I think did we play a little bit last weekend or like Sunday or Saturday or something? I don't remember, but I was I would not be interested in playing a game on the Wardcast based on Monopoly. Probably not. I mean, is it as luck-based as the real Monopoly? Because I would be like very sad to watch myself lose on like for the whole internet to see. But what was I saying? Oh, I started playing. Jazz showed me there's a training mode on PUBG. So I was practicing PUBG yesterday and today.
Sean showed you. I just figured out for myself how to actually get there because I could never figure it out. But Sean was the one who brought it up. Just saying.
Okay, thank you, Sean. Also, I'm sorry that I attributed everything
credit
to Jazz
goes where credit is
and
earned.
nothing to you. I'm sorry, but so I you know, won the AI bot things. I won a few of those, which allowed me to get like some new clothes on the PUBG, which is fine. It's good. But they're kind of useless because, like I was telling Jazz this morning, one of them snuck up on me and was like trying to shoot me, but he was shooting at my feet. So even though I was snuck up on and disoriented, I still managed to like kill the bot first. So that was dumb. But so my show and tell is, does anybody, I don't know, Shayla and Diz might recognize the complete guide to drawing manga. I've had this on my shelf for like years. It's still almost brand new because I barely opened it, but this is one thing that I think this was a gift, or it might not have been because I had two of them at one point and gave one away. But this, if I bring it out and if I set it on my desk, maybe I'll start being inspired to draw again. Because we were talking about drawing last weekend with Diz in the group chat. And I was like, oh, give me an assignment to draw. And I'm going to get on that. So that is my week. Just PUBG and driving.
I reckon you should draw me as one of your French girls.
As a French girl.
Yeah.
One of your French girls.
You know what French
Alec in a
girls look
French
like,
maid
Alec?
outfit. Alec in a French maid outfit.
I mean, I'm already in the position, so like, you just carry on.
Oh no! Screen cap this for reference.
You just see like Alec laying down on a couch, just eating a bunch of Cool Ranch Doritos.
Just covered in chip crumbs.
Yeah.
All right. But that's the life. That's what I do. And Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hi. How was good?
I don't know
was
what
your
that means, but my week was fine.
How
I
was
What's
watched,
good? What's good?
Watched more X-Files, watched more Tacoma FD,
Ding, ding.
and I played lots and lots of Yakuza 0. And let me just say, fuck Mahjong, fuck Baccarat, fuck Blackjack. And I didn't even know that this was a thing, but fuck telephone clubs.
and doctors and lawyers.
Yeah,
and
fuck them all.
You're not a gambling man.
Well,
For all your gaming, you're not a gambling man.
listen. When you have to fucking sit down and play like 4 or 5 hours of like video, like mini game gambling, it's not great. It's not enjoyable. But so Yakuza 0 has a new mini game, and it's like a telephone. I guess a telephone club used to be a thing that existed in like the 80s in Japan or something, where like you would go to a building and they would have like these cubicles set up, and there would just be phones in these little cubicles, and just like lonely guys would go there and wait for the phone to ring, and you answer it, and it's like a girl, I guess, and you talk to the girl, and like if they like you, or if you get a connection over the phone, like you can go on a date or some shit. Really weird. It's like a chat room, like an online chat room without the online. I don't know. It's really, really weird, but there's a whole mini game based around that, and it's very, very weird, but kind of funny and entertaining. But yeah, so lots of Yakuza. Played PUBG a little bit with Jazz, and I don't think Alec played with us this week.
No.
And Carmen, and a little bit of solo. Did really well when I played solo. I got 2 solo chicken dinners by myself. I know we got chicken dinners
like
together.
5 chicken dinners.
It's so much harder to get
really well
on your
when I
own.
played Yo-Yo.
It's so much harder to get on your own though.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like in one sitting, I
playing
got
in
2
squad.
chicken dinners. It was amazing. And we got like another 4 or 6 as a team, right? It was good.
I know.
Does
It was a
training
good-
chickens? Does training count? Probably
No.
not.
No.
Damn. Okay.
We had lots of chicken dinners, and I unlocked some new clothes and stuff that I'll show you later when we play. And it was good.
Is it sexy?
It's good. It is very sexy.
Some
Oh, man.
No hooker legs.
Aw,
I should
No
want a
hooker
PS4.
legs.
I want hooker legs.
Wow.
I'm just saying. Is that wrong?
Hooker leg envy.
Yes. Absolutely.
That's for you, Alec. The first 2 minutes are free. After that, it's $5.
Oh wow. No, it's 99 cents the first minute. Get it straight.
Ah, shit.
I mean, I'm spoken for now, so I don't think I can get
$2.99
away
every
with
Oh,
it.
wow.
Huh?
I said
Nobody
I'm spoken
remembers
for
part.
now.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I did a little bit of editing on some videos, but nothing super crazy, nothing to talk about just yet, but they're working on some things, show and tell. So if I'm struggling, like I have so many things that I can show and tell, but like I try to pick out the things that I want to show and tell. And I feel like I've been picking out the same things repeatedly. So if I pick something that I've done before and you remember that, please let me know. Please call me out on it. But I don't usually show Xbox things, and I figured I'd be a little bit different this week with my collection of Dead Rising stuff. I got
Yes.
the original Dead Rising. I have the whole collection. You can only get the whole collection on Xbox because there's one Dead Rising game that only came out on Xbox. So I got 2, which is still sealed. 3 is the one that is only on Xbox. And I got Dead Rising 4, which is kind of terrible. But yeah. Wow. But I don't know if I ever talked about this, but these games are so weird. Like the disc is on the wrong side. And that's always just kind of boggled my mind because Microsoft is an American company. So, like, why are they the ones to flip things around? Like in Japan, I would kind of get it because like things are backwards. They like some of the text is like backwards, and so things are like flipped in terms of like media and books and stuff like that. Like you'll read a manga or a book or whatever from right to left and things like that. So it would make sense if Japanese games, like a Japanese manufacturer, put their games on the other side. But for Microsoft to do it, it's very weird.
Question.
So yes.
Can you just take the cover sheet out and flip it over?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think so.
Maybe it was a mistake.
No, they're all like that.
Is it from Europe?
No.
They drive on the wrong side of the road, so maybe they fucking put the discs on the wrong side of the case.
They are the North American releases. They're all
Wrong
like
hand,
that.
Alec.
And I always thought it was weird.
Wow.
Wow.
Tell him how to walk his monkey.
Listen, the only one that is sealed is the second one. Okay, how dare you? How dare you? But yeah, Dead Rising. I missed it. I'm sad that it died. I hope that one day Dead Rising comes back, but it probably won't. And I was gonna grab my the one Dead Rising game that came out on the Wii, and I just discovered today that I don't own it. I could have swore I had it, but I don't. Yeah. So apparently I need to get it. Yeah, it's the original Dead Rising. They like made a special Wii version that is supposedly really terrible.
The blood's blue.
I've never played it,
kidding.
but yeah, it does have blood color options. You can make the blood blue or pink or probably white, which is disturbing. Yeah, there's a couple games that do that.
In some games, they'd make it like green to make it like alien goo.
Yeah,
instead of blood.
It's still blood. Like, I mean, come on. But yeah, that was my week. It is that time, that terrifying time that always occurs once per podcast. It's time for some news. We're bringing it back.
I was going to tell you. I didn't tell you fast enough. Let it run.
What?
Or turn it into techno.
It's too long. Well, yeah, we'll do a remix. Yes, your thing, your segment. When it's kind of newsy, right? Because it's about a game. Do you want to do that before the news or after the news?
It
for your face.
It's up to you.
What?
Why don't you do it after the news, and then it still kind of complies with the actual news, and then
yeah, we'll end it on a good note. If there's
wow.
news. Sometimes there's bad news. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I don't know.
Every once in a while, there's a little bit of negative news, but not commonly.
It's been getting better.
It's opposite from Arizona.
It's been getting better, except for this week.
We have Arizona tea. It's good.
We have Arizona.
We have
Arizona and Arizona tea.
We have it in a juice box, bitch.
I've seen those at the dollar store.
You have Arizona juice boxes? That's weird.
Arizona
Not just
green
the tea
in the juice box.
It's like that big.
Yeah. Is it for like babies or why is it in a juice box?
For little babies.
Why are you looking
take it in their school lunches.
I'm not a baby.
I'm a grown ass
She likes to feel like a giant, right? right? You want to feel like a giant.
No, because
My
then you can
baba.
have like a 12-pack. You can take it anywhere.
Anyway, the news.
Yeah, we got some of that.
That's the news. I'm a baby.
That's the news, everybody. Until Dawn may be getting an upgrade.
Ooh.
Supposed reputable reporter Bill Coon sounds legit, right? I have
Oh,
no
yeah.
idea who the
Dragons.
person is, so I can't speak for them, but supposedly they're reputable. He says that Supermassive Games' nearly 9-year-old title Until Dawn, 9 years old.
Until darn.
Believe that? Fucking game is 9 years old. Anyways, the 9-year-old title Until Dawn is getting a port to PS5 and PC. A port.
Why?
Why? Why is it not a remake or a remaster? You know, you wait 1 year for The Last of Us, and then 9 years later we can't get a remake for this game. Come on. What's that about? But anyways, Bill Coon reported on January 24th that an official announcement is said to take place within the next 15 days. So I guess there's something officially supposed to be announced by January 31st. Outside of that, nothing else was mentioned other than the update will feature enhanced graphics and performance updates, which is, I mean, the bare minimum, I would think. Like, they're going to port it. I hope they at least, you know, maybe up the resolution or the frame rate or something. But hey,
I bet they're going to charge extra money for it. You know, double the price of the first one, just because.
oh, I'm sure it'll be a $60 game.
Hmm.
9-year-old $60. Well, fucking Red Dead Redemption remastered. That was a $60 game, and it was just a port. So I would not be surprised. But yeah, I mean, this makes sense. They just announced that they're going to be doing the Until Dawn movie, so it makes sense for them to bring it back and make it more accessible to play the game. But yeah, so I believe it. Supposedly that should be confirmed, I don't know, next week. Do you guys care at all?
I played it. I kind of liked it, but am I bothered about getting the PS5 version? No.
Yeah, I don't know. If
As
somehow it came out at $20, which it's not going to, but if it came out for $20, I think it'd be worth that. But yeah. Otherwise, I'd buy it. If they even do a physical version of it, I'd buy it when it dropped to $20. It's a
I
good
don't know
game.
why it just didn't, like, they don't do the automatic upgrade like they do with most PS4 games.
Well, I mean, not all the, like, even though you can play most of the PS4 games on PS5, it doesn't necessarily upgrade them.
No, but
It's
they
only
should.
if the PS4
What?
game was
It's
around. It's only if the PS4 game was around while the PS5 was being kind of introduced, kind of thing. So yeah.
And I got that game in like 2017, so
Yeah.
Eventually, I'm going to get it for Steam.
Sasha says, I heard they're going to be making Red Dead 3. Could be wrong. I mean, I'm sure they're going to.
Why wouldn't they?
Money.
it's gonna be, you're gonna need 2 consoles to run the game. It's gonna be so big. That's what
just
the
fades
issue
it
they
out.
ran into.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Next one. Got a great one here. You ready for this? This one's for you, Alec. Metal Gear Solid joins Fortnite.
Woo-hoo!
Oh,
die
fuck it
happy.
off.
I was going to say, that looks like Fortnite graphics. And okay.
Yeah. The latest Battle Pass offers new characters from the Metal Gear Solid universe, including both Snake and Raiden. Both characters have custom variations, including Old Snake and Dive. I put Dive Suit Raiden because I don't know what you would call it, where he's got like the mask thingy when he's
Scuba Raiden.
swimming.
Yeah.
Or yeah, Scuba Raiden.
So it's MGS2 gear.
Right. Yeah. So that's thrilling. So
Yeah.
you can buy your stupid $10 battle pass and start grinding to unlock the skins you paid for but can't immediately access. fun shit.
I
It's
think
funny.
I'd
The other
rather
day I
do-
was looking at PUBG and I was like, just kind of staring at the battle pass. I'm like,
No,
really?
I would tell you about the
13,
battle
it's like
pass.
$13
No,
to buy a
no.
battle pass.
Let me tell
And
you about the.
like you can, there's
There's
like,
a way to
there's
get it for
certain
free.
no, there's not. There's
Yes, there is, because I've done it.
there's certain like items on the battle pass that you can get for free. So like you can kind of see like real world, like how much you would have to play. Like if I were to buy the battle pass, like realistically, this is how long it would take for me to unlock the items on the battle pass. And I've never been able to do it. And we play, how much fucking PUBG do we play? We play a shit ton, right? And typically on a battle pass, I'll get maybe 60 to 70% through the battle pass. So like to actually legitimately get everything that you paid for out of a battle pass is like unrealistic unless you really want to sit there and just grind and grind and grind. And this is just unlocking the shit that you paid for. It's like imagine you buy a DLC for like $10 and you can't play it until you like beat the game 10 times. Like what?
No,
Fucking
see,
stupid.
I haven't like really played real good on it in a couple of years, honestly, because situations. But if I remember correctly, and I've done this, I think I paid for the battle pass 1 month once, and then the way they give you the bonuses for like making achievements, you end up being able to get the battle pass in perpetuity, because what happens is that like somehow I got the battle pass cost like 900 of their credits, coins or whatever, or I'm sorry, 950, and somehow I ended up like earning. So throughout it, you end up throughout the first battle pass, you end up earning enough to credits to build up that you can use those credits to therefore buy the next month's pass. There's a way to do it. I've done it. And it's just sort of like a rollover effect. You earn enough to, maybe that's how they get you hooked. You earn enough to take you to the next season. And if you play enough, you earn back that pass. And to me, it seems like you have enough challenges that you have enough challenges that you can always get cool shit from. Whereas like with apples and oranges, but PUBG, it's like kind of punishing and brutal to like, you have to really, really, really grind to get cool shit. But with Fortnite, they just practically throw it at you. You might get something new every 2 or 3 games, every 2 or 3 sessions, but you always get the cool shit in addition to the stuff that you would buy. And they practically throw it at you, especially if you're hitting those milestones of all the achievements for every single season. They have the different achievements based on that, whatever theme they're going with that month. And so to me, it feels like you're getting your play worth.
I mean,
perspective.
If it's like one of the games that you constantly play, yeah, I could understand why not, because you're going to be playing it anyway. But like if you're not just a Fortnite player, if you actually play video games and you want to play other things, like you're just paying for an obligation. It's like, okay, well, I spend $10, and if I don't play X amount of time and I don't earn the coins to renew my battle pass and I don't unlock all the things on the battle pass, then you're just wasting your money. And I don't know how Fortnite is, but like I said, with PUBG and most battle passes that I've seen, it is not very forgiving in terms of like fully unlocking a full battle pass. Like it takes a lot of time and effort to do it, typically.
Anyway, I was about to say that I'd rather play Metal Gear Survive.
Wow.
I just want to point out, Sean, you made me laugh. Like, if you just play Fortnite, that's fine. But if you're actually a gamer and you play games,
I mean, it's true though.
yeah.
And that's the thing, like all these
Did you see
companies,
my
like
frown?
that's their objective.
No.
You know, it's like if every company can like boil it down to like we make this one game and we just support it forever and ever and ever, they would do that because it's easy, it's more manageable, it's a constant generator of money. It's great. So like that's what they want you to do. That's what they want people. What? Somebody's grumpy, but yeah, that's what
He stole my
that is.
pillow. I'm sorry, I just noticed him.
That is their objective, is to get you to play this game forever and ever and ever and continue to pour money into it via battle passes and DLC.
Well,
And
you
it's
play it
just,
enough to
it's
earn the
not,
battle pass,
I understand
right?
that,
Like,
right? Because they want you to get the battle pass every time,
but
over and
I
over,
just,
and continue to play the game. And
Yeah,
the more that we do that, the more we're saying this is the kind of gameplay that we like. Therefore, we get more games like that and less of the other games.
Try
I like
cocaine.
it.
The first one's free because it'll get you hooked.
Right.
I like it, and I like it for probably every single reason that you hate it, because it's very flexible, forgiving. It's not just the shooting. There's all these other fun, wacky objectives. It's cartoony. It's
You know what else gives you
fast
variety?
paced.
Monopoly.
Playing other games.
Hey, hey.
And a Monopoly.
No. No.
But yeah. I get why kids play it. That's all I'll say. Like it's a good game for mom and dad to be like, shut the fuck up, little Timmy, go play Fortnite for 6 days straight and leave me alone. It works. It's a babysitter.
That's not true, because the parents wouldn't want to hear their kids like screaming like, oh my god, I fucking shot you.
But they do.
Why didn't you go down?
Mm-hmm.
They do though. That's literally the generation.
Yep. The parents are so spineless that they're afraid to confront the kid at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But we're not gonna get into that one again.
Yeah. Anywho, more news.
What the fuck?
Netflix is doing things. Netflix is doing well after the password crackdown and price hikes. Shockingly, I know. The company has reported a nearly 13% growth increase over year, netting $8.8 billion in Q4 of 2023 alone. A little bit of money. Netflix reports that 40% of all signups are now ad-based plans, netting the company monthly plan revenue on top of ad revenue. So they're essentially like doubling their income by getting ads on top of what they used to do with their subscription. Netflix will also be dropping their basic ad-free plan, which costs $12 per month, to drive customers to their ad-based plans. They want everybody to be watching the ad-based plans because they make more money from it. This will go into effect in both the UK and Canada in Q2 of 2024, so right around the corner. This change will force viewers to either pay for the $7 a month plan with ads or upgrade to either the $15.50 mid-tier or the $23 a month premium plan. You notice a trend there, this whole multi-tiered plan structure shit. Remember what I was talking about with Fortnite? Like if we let companies do this shit, it becomes the norm. It's like Netflix has a multi-tier plan. Disney Plus has one of these. Xbox has one of these. PlayStation has one of these. You know, it just, when we let them get away with dumb shit like this, it becomes standard. It's not great. Netflix is also making some big waves for wrestling fans as they have purchased some prime real estate from the WWE. Did you hear about this, Alec?
Yeah.
I figured.
The Wawa.
I figured. The Wawa. Starting in January 2025, WWE Raw will be exclusive to Netflix. Previously, the USA Network's most watched show with 17.5 million unique viewers yearly. Raw will be leaving live TV for the first time ever in its 31-year existence.
Because nobody watches network TV
kind of
anymore.
Crazy. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of surprised it took this long, but that's crazy. 31 years on cable, and now it's going to streaming.
No, but it wasn't cable. It was network TV, right?
Whatever. Television.
Big diff.
How is it a big difference?
It's a big difference.
You watch both of those.
$60 versus $0.
You watch both of those on TV. It's a fucking. It's
but for a majority,
shit. It's a different service
for your televisioning purposes.
Thank you. Yes, that. But anyways, in addition to being the new home for Raw, Netflix will host several other WWE shows and events outside the U.S., including SmackDown, NXT, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Royal Rumble. Some of these events will be streamed internationally starting in 2025. How does that make you feel, Alec? Are you happy about that? You have Netflix, right?
Right. Sorry, I was just... Yeah. What's the question?
Just how do you feel about the whole WWE on Netflix thing? Do you think that's a good thing? Do you not care?
I mean, there's definitely going to be more people that have heard of Netflix than, seen to WWE programming. So it's good for the product, but bearing in mind it's just WWE Raw, right? So it's not SmackDown.
Well, like I said, outside the US, it's basically everything. It's Raw, it's SmackDown, NXT, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, like all the pay-per-view events. It's everything. And then
the only problem is
in 2025, it's going to be nationwide. Everything's going to be on Netflix or worldwide, rather.
The only thing is, it's like, because I have the WWE Network, right? I've had it for like 3-4 years, and everything's there. And when they go, because they switched to Peacock over in America, and they didn't have all the content for a long time. So all that's really going to happen is that they're just changing the format to a different streaming platform, and it's just going to take ages and ages to get all the content onto the new streaming platform. I'm just like, well, just keep the old one.
Well, I don't know what their total viewer base is or what their viewer base is on their streaming services, but like 17.5 million viewers are still watching it on TV. So, I mean, that's a big chunk.
Yeah, but it's as Carmen and Jazz were saying, is like, TV is pretty much dead anyway, so it might as well go to a streaming thing. So yeah, I'm not shocked about it. And the only other thing about this little thing is that you put Vince McMahon in the picture, and I'm like, well, now he's just recently retired from WWE.
Retired. Yeah, it's more of a, like, the surprising thing is that it's Netflix, because like you just said, they have their own streaming thing. So like, why it would make more sense for them to just pull out of
Peacock had its own streaming thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, right. I mean, here's
yeah.
one thing I was going to say, Sean. So you said 17 and a half or whatever million viewers are still watching it on television. You ever stop to think it might be that they're currently watching it by traditional means because that is where it is, and they might be happier or just as happy to watch it on a streaming service that they may probably already own, because Netflix is huge. And just think of it this way, like, again, me and Star Trek or whatever, but like, I got Paramount specifically because that's where Star Trek lives. I was not interested in Paramount whatsoever outside of Star Trek. And I would have, if it was Paramount or Netflix or Disney or Peacock or Hulu or whatever, if it was on HBO Max, it doesn't matter. Like, wherever it was, I wanted to go. I am that kind of fan. And wrestling fans are gonna be that kind of fan. You don't, I feel like people who are wrestling fans, they don't just tune in like maybe every third match, every like once or twice a month. Like if you're into that, then you are in. You have to. It's a soap opera for men in a way, my opinion. But I mean, like you have to know who's battling. You have to know that you have to be up on the story. You have to know what's going on. If you miss something, you're like, well, why is he teamed with this guy? What the hell happened? You know, like you want to be in on that. You want to be consistent. Yeah, you want to be in it, and so you will go wherever it is my point. And sorry, the man thing was weird, but
I feel like it's similar to the whole like game of the year bullshit, where it's like a game comes out and all the fans, the biggest fans out there, the ones that want it immediately, and they rush out and they buy it, and then they do game of the year. They fuck over the most hardcore of the fans that were there day one. When you do something like this, if you're really that into wrestling and you've got to see it all and you got to be there for every episode and you got to stay up to date and all this shit, you probably have their streaming service, right? So you're paying for that, and all they do is wrestling, right? So like that's why you have it. And now all of a sudden it's going to move to Netflix. And if you don't have Netflix, well, guess what? That's a big fuck you to that group of people, right? Because now it's like, oh, well, I've been paying for the service and now I have to fucking switch over from this service to another streaming service. And it's just like, it just alienates a lot of the people that are supporting in the moment or that are supporting early on. And it's not great.
Here's a quick
It's
question.
a risk.
Lee makes a good point.
Will they fold their own service? Do they have plans to fold their own service?
I would imagine so.
Because then you just, like Alex said, you're just moving where you're getting it from. And if you're paying like $11 a month, or how
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, like I said, you're going to have different types of audiences, not even though you have like hardcore fans, they're not all going to be dedicated enough to immediately run out and pay for whatever service, you know, especially if they've already been doing that and now they've got to switch over to something else. Because especially like Netflix is kind of, for lack of a better word, controversial, because you know they're doing all these price increases and they're throwing ads in there and they're kind of being anti-consumer. So there's a lot of people that are like, fuck Netflix. And there's probably a big chunk of wrestling fans out there that were like, okay, I don't like what Netflix is doing, so they dropped it. And they still have their WWE streaming service, and now that's going to go away, and now they're going to be funneled into Netflix. That's going to piss off a lot of people. So it's like, it's really risky to do something like that, especially when you already have an established streaming platform that you should just focus your efforts into. You can even take that streaming platform that you have and make like partnership deals. You know, maybe there's like a channel on Netflix, but there's also a channel on whatever, Hulu or some shit, right? So that you're tapping into different audiences, but you're still like an independent platform. So you're accommodating more people. Like, I feel like that'd be a better way to do it. So like just migrating from one place to the other is not, it's risky. I don't think it's necessarily a good idea.
I mean, it's just essentially, you know, what they actually did. Well, it's not just WWE, by the way. So it is just the the product being advertised to different network studios, right? And all they're doing is replacing the network studios with streaming studios. That's all they've done. It's not new, so I'm not shocked.
Lee has another good point about just wait until Netflix puts up another price rise. What if they start to say like, well, we've rolled in this value of NWO into Netflix, so therefore you should pay an extra $1 or $2 more. When, like, for example, I don't care about wrestling personally.
They're
so
already
I'm
doing
not
that.
getting.
That was part of this news. Is they're killing their lowest tier, so they're forcing everybody that had the ad free $12 per month plan.
Yeah,
That's going away. So
but
either you have to drop down a tier to the $7 a month plan and deal with ads, or you have to upgrade from $12 to basically 16 or 23 per month to continue to get, HD streaming ad free. So that price hike is already happening. And they just increased prices, what, 6 months ago, something like that? Yeah, a few months ago. Like, and this is going to continue to happen, right? So it just being forced to migrate over to another platform like that is not good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we'll see.
We're already paying freaking $25 for our Netflix anyway.
Shoot.
Damn.
I won't say how I flicks my net.
What? The WWE deal cost Netflix about $5 billion as well. And the partnership will be for 10 years, a whole decade.
Shoot.
For now, Peacock will remain the home of WWE premium events. USA will take over SmackDown, and NXT moves to CW in the US. But like I said, this will change in 2025. So again, that's even worse because it's like, okay, well, for the US,
trying to keep up where everything is.
right? So for the US, it's like, okay, well, Raw is moving to Netflix. Fucking SmackDown is going to another network. NXT is going to another network. So like all these different things that you might have been watching before, they're all splitting and going to different services. And then, so if you want to watch all those, you've got to get 2, 3, 4 different services. And then in 2025, it changes again. So like, this is why it's so fucking problematic. And it's funny too, Carmen, because you mentioned like, oh, I get, was it Paramount for Star Trek? There was a news article that I saw a week or two ago that said that they're getting, like, they said that Paramount Plus is the home, quote unquote, home for Star Trek. And they're getting rid of like half the Star Trek shit.
They took some things down.
Yeah, things are going away. So like you have all these people that you fucking brought onto your platform claiming, oh, if you like Star Trek, this is the home for that. So you got all these people to buy into that and get used to this service and pay for the service, and now it's going away.
Yeah.
So now you have to figure out, okay, well, now where's it going? Do I want that service? It's just so shitty. I complained about the same thing happening with AMC because I got that for Walking Dead, and then Walking Dead went away. Like, this is just an ongoing problem with every platform. So it's not okay for this to continue to happen like that. It sucks. It's very anti-consumer. And also Vince McMahon has left the WWE because I guess he had a lawsuit filed against him for some kind of sexual assault or something. I don't know.
Surprise.
Yeah. There's some kind of sexual assault thing. Like every time I look at the news, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is happening? But yeah, so that's kind of sad. Yeah. WWE, very exciting. More excitement.
Yay!
Uh-oh.
Season 2 of the Halo show is coming, and it may not be for fans of the game.
I completely forgot about the Halo show.
How exciting is that? Hey, let's make this video game show not for the video game audience.
The fuck?
Won't that be great? But yeah, as stupid as that sounds, that's basically what the lead actor claims. The Halo series has been criticized quite a bit, primarily for the fact that Master Chief frequently is seen without his helmet, something you never see in the games. The show received a lot of backlash for this, as a result. Now, season 2 is on the way, and a new trailer was shown. In the trailer, Master Chief is seen many times without the helmet, even fighting the Covenant without any armor at all. So now we've gone from no helmet to no armor.
Nothing at all.
So that's fun.
Nothing at
Yeah,
all.
he's just naked. But yeah, even the poster for the show has Master Chief posing without the helmet on.
I hate it. I hate it.
Slap in the face. It seems that the showrunner is pretty much locked in on this as well, because despite what the fans say, they continue to commit further and further to this version of Master Chief.
That was the beauty of him, though, is he's sort of like the Mandalorian. In a way, that's the charm of
the Mandalorian character. Takes his helmet off, though.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah, but not. But does he keep it off though?
No,
or not keep it off, but like how? Like, what's the ratio? Does he have his helmet on like most of the time, or not?
I think so. Yeah, I haven't watched it past the first season.
Because that's the thing. Like, it's okay to do that. Like, I personally don't agree with that. I feel like they should stay true to the games, and they never did that. I feel like if they were going to take off his helmet, I feel like that should have happened in the games first. But if they needed to do that, I feel like people could deal with every once in a while it happens, but it seems like it's the other way around. It's like, okay, well, they're trying to keep the helmet off of him as much as possible. And that's
make it special. Make it special. Make it mean something. Make it have a bit of punch.
No, you shouldn't take it off at all.
or never. Or never. What if his nose itches?
That's his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cortana has like a built-in thing to scratch his nose.
Built-in
nose what?
Like it's a built-in like feature. I don't know. She's the AI in his head.
What?
I assume
the AI in his nose.
Wow. Well, yeah, Master Chief actor Pablo Schreiber seems to be on board with this new version of Master Chief as well. When talking about season 2, Schreiber mentioned the backlash of the fans regarding the depiction of the character, and he made a bold statement saying, quote, "People who don't feel the helmet was necessary to come off, they're at such an early conception of what the show should be. In order to examine the discrepancy between these two versions of the character, Chief and John 117, you can't tell that story without taking the helmet off. If you don't agree with the helmet coming off in the show, you don't like our show. So there's no point discussing it." So if you don't like the fact that we're taking the helmet off, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
That's fucked. But I wonder, this, I don't know the guy, so this is totally just a snap judgment without any basis. But I wonder if, if you're the big star of something, you're going to want to be known. And I wonder if he would rather be, known for his face and have that recognition rather than just, be like a voice behind a mask. Do you know what I mean?
I'm sure that's 100% the problem. Like, I've heard a lot of people talking about like kind of the culture of like actors, like the acting community. Mm-hmm. Like, there's a big debate about like, there's not really actors anymore, there's characters, and I feel like that's really true, especially with like all the superhero movies and stuff. Like, once upon a time back in the day, like you would go see a movie to see like a particular actor that you liked, like actors were known. But like this generation, like modern day media, there is that to a degree, but more so it's like, oh, it's Spider-Man, it's this IP, it's this character, it's based on this game, where like a lot of it is about the media. It's about the content itself, about the characters, not the actors. So I feel like
that or not like it?
I feel like actors are struggling with that. Like this guy, he probably does want to be known. He wants to be the character. He wants to be known as Master Chief. And if he has the helmet on all the time, people are going to be watching the show for Master Chief and not for him. But that's a really conceited way to fucking look at things. Like you should be putting the character first. It should be about telling the story. It's not about you as an actor.
I've said this before, and I maintain it. This is just my personal opinion. But I know that an actor is good. Like I love an actor when I forget that they're there and I see the character. And I only see the character and like it could be a big name, let's say I don't know why this is the first name that comes to mind, like Nicole Kidman, I don't know. Or I can't think of any good names, but I can't think of anything good to exemplify this. But when you're looking at the character and you can't see the actor behind it, like you don't really conceptualize the actor behind it, like who was that really beautiful actress who played Nanny
I'm trying to get my
McPherson?
camera to stop being so bright.
Who was that there was like a really like a I don't know who she was. I'll have to look it up. But there was like a really beautiful woman who played Nanny McPherson, and she put on a fake nose and like fake teeth, and they uglied her up, and you would not even like.
You just proved my point. You couldn't remember the actor, and you remembered the character.
I'm saying.
Like that's exactly what I'm talking about.
She did a phenomenal
which is okay.
job, you know?
It's just it's a different landscape. But I feel like the mentality of the actor is going to stay the same. You know, it's like, oh, like most people that want to be an actor, they want to be famous. They want to be popular. They want to be known. Mm-hmm. And it's getting harder to do that.
Until they had to have security escort them everywhere. But, yeah.
Yeah.
I just want a fun fact. Demolition Man, you seen that movie?
I have.
His name is John Spartan.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I watch the movie, I'm like, 117?
Is that you?
Huh?
Where's your helmet?
Are you having a joy day?
I got another one for you, Alec.
Oh,
It's a giant
dick.
Oh.
Wow.
Death Stranding is getting a mobile collector's edition thing.
Why?
Cool Switch.
Are you excited?
No.
To celebrate the release of Death Stranding Director's Cut on iPhone 15 Pro, I don't even know why that exists. Backbone has teamed up with Kojima Productions to make a limited edition Death Stranding themed Backbone, which is that device that you see right there. It's basically a controller that's hollow in the center so that you can fit a phone in between the two parts. The translucent yellow/orange color variant will launch with a copy of the game for $125 on January 30th. Exciting.
And I'm not going to get an overpriced phone and a game that I've played and platinum twice already.
It does.
You don't want to platinum it again on the iPhone?
No, I do not.
You don't want to play it on the smallest possible screen?
I'd rather play Metal Gear Survive. I can't believe I said that twice.
Wow,
today.
damn.
Actually, my eyes glazed over after you said 100 and so what was it, 165?
125.
125 still. So
for a plastic shell, basically.
I know. So what I'm saying is like how much of that is controller and how much of that is the game itself?
Yeah. Well, the game is free according to them. So it's all the controller.
Free with purchase.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yay.
Yeah. Sad. And I got one for you, Jazz. A horror-themed Titanic game is coming to VR. That sigh.
I just watched the trailer before the podcast because I was going to use it for the reveal, the trailer reveal, and I didn't because it looks horrible.
Did it offend you to your very core? Because it offends me, and I'm not even like, what do you call it?
It's not. It doesn't look offensive. It just looks.
Would you rather play Metal Gear Survive, Jazz?
I don't even get to like try it because it's VR.
I thought it looked okay for what it is. I mean, the concept is ridiculous.
Yeah. But I don't even know. I'm like, so it's a.
But it sounds like a game that might be fun to just kind of fuck around in. But yeah, Titanic: A Space Between has the player travel back in time to find out what happened to a fellow time traveler who disappeared on the ship You are accidentally sent back 24 hours later than planned and are now forced to experience the sinking of the ship as you try to learn the fate of your predecessor, solve puzzles to escape, and discover the horrific effects that time travel can cause, which is basically monsters.
Did the
which is
ship
weird.
not sink in this? Oh,
No, it
watch them
sinks,
save the ship.
but there's also monsters.
Did you watch the
Like-
trailer, Sean?
I did.
Langoliers.
I brought the trailer if you
Oh,
guys
okay. I was
wanted to
gonna say
watch it.
I have it ready for you. I
Yeah.
could send it to you if you didn't.
Oh boy.
Are you ready
No.
for this horrific? Here we go.
Wait, I was gonna say, let me get my my heart will in the back
Request.
to make it better.
If national time regulation finds out we're sending you back, well, you won't return.
Because
You
they'll
know I have to
fucking kill
disclose
you.
that. We have real reason to believe Blackett got Diana stuck on the ship. If you can reach Jane's cabin on the RMS Titanic, you'll be able to learn what happened, find Blackett, and potentially bring back Diana.
He drowned. That's what happened.
Listen, something went wrong during your transport. You somehow ended up arriving 24 hours late. Okay, that's feeling quite fast now. Hendrik, that gate is gonna go. That was not a person. You need to be prepared to see more of this. We need to get you above the waterline. Bring her back, Hendrik.
It's ridiculous, but for me, like, shit is like way more interesting in VR in terms of like horror. So I feel like it could actually be kind of creepy. The visuals aren't bad considering it's a VR game,
It's kind
and
of
it's
pretty.
like it gives you like it'd just be cool to explore the Titanic in VR. Plus, there's monsters. Like, come on. Plus.
Right.
Yeah,
Doesn't that hand like just being there and like there's no arm, nothing like that? It's just a hand. Doesn't that just throw you off playing the
You
game?
get used to it. It's weird at first, but you get used to it.
I ever tell you? I know I've said it before. When the few times I played VR, I tried to lean against a wall that wasn't really there.
Wow.
nearly fell on my face.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was it was the random, like one of the most random things I've seen pop up in the news in a while, and I'm like, oh my god, Jazz is gonna love this, and you're like, oh, it's garbage.
Well, it popped up this morning, and
Hmm.
I was like, oh, it just, I don't know, of all the Titanic games that they could be making for me, like make me a fucking Titanic game. That's what they come out with, and I'm like, oh, and I can't even play it.
But like, what would the alternative be? Like, what would you want?
I don't like some sort of survival game. You're on the Titanic and you gotta survive. You gotta get out, or like.
I mean, you do that in this.
I mean, there's
but
this,
there's also monsters.
But there's
monsters.
a monster and it's VR. Like if it
So-
wasn't VR, I'd get to try it and at least have like a genuine opinion of it. But the fact that it's VR and there's those little cartoony hands, I'm like, I don't get to try it to at least have it like an actual judgment of it.
Yeah, I guess I'm a
It's too
little bit
bad they're
more
not putting
forgiving
it-
of it because I can understand and like I played a good amount of VR, so I can understand and appreciate like how it probably plays more than you probably can. So like, I don't know. I guess I'm just a little bit more forgiving in that way.
I'll watch you play it and then I'll just be like,
I'll
that's
stream it.
incorrect. That shouldn't have been there. That shouldn't have been there. Oh, they
Yeah.
mispronounced that guy's name. No, that
Wow.
wasn't that wasn't that guy's name. Oh, he was a second lieutenant, not a first. They
my
got that
God.
wrong. There was
You
actually
just-
3,000 potatoes, not 3,005.
You just want like a history lesson. You want to just go
I
back
do.
to Titanic and you can
You
just
want
like
an
wander around the
interactive
ship and like
museum.
read
And
files.
not have the fucking
and...
rake monster like standing between two of the friggin' steamers. Like,
See, that's the thing. Like I want to have a game where I can explore the Titanic, but if that's all it was, I'd be bored. So the fact that they put something in there that's
no,
horror
it's cool. Like,
is like it's interesting to me because like I like horror and I like Titanic shit too. So like it's a good combination of things that I like, even though it's a dumb concept. Like I still think it'd be entertaining for me.
it'd be cool, but I was immediately shut down by the VR.
With the VR,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, why does it have to be VR? Like, I get it could have been like VR is
Both.
optional and you could play VR, but
Yeah,
That's where I was going. I was,
that's fair.
saying it's too bad that it's not both, that it has to be an exclusive because. I mean,
Never-
they'd get a wider audience, obviously, but
You never know. They might be able to port it onto the iPhone 16 or
Oh
something.
God. No, please. But anyways, the game launches on February 14th for MetaQuest PC VR and PSVR 2. So
just in the corner. Valentine's.
that has nothing to do with Valentine's Day. It's Lara Croft
Jill-
and Jill's birthday.
Jill
We
Valentine.
can't
That's
even celebrate
actually
with the Titanic thing.
when I said Valentine's, I actually meant Jill Valentine.
Jill Valentine's Day.
Because we all
Yeah,
refer to her
Valentine's.
as Valentine.
JV Day.
Valentine. No. Back.
We're probably going to be talking about this for a while.
It looks
I
like he
feel
farted on it and still let it fire.
Pals!
Pal World
Just a-
may go bye-bye.
Yes.
No,
The
because
hugely successful monster catching survival game has been a massive success, currently sitting at over 8 million copies sold in less than 6 days. The game has been received very positively. However, there are those who are not so thrilled about it. Many have attacked the developer for various things, such as the use of AI to make the game, allegedly, human trafficking and slave labor mechanics, which people are freaking out about because, of course, they would. Even PETA is attacking them for animal
course.
cruelty because, of course, they
PETA.
are.
But
But
what about
the biggest and possibly most damning allegations are regarding ripping off Pokemon. Shocking, right?
Who saw that one coming?
Who would have thought? The game is often referred to as Pokemon with guns. So, yeah. It's gotten to the point of Nintendo being flooded by reports that Pal World is directly stealing from Nintendo, and Nintendo listened, putting out the following statement. Quote, "We have received many inquiries regarding another company's game released in January 2024. They don't name it by name. They just say a game that came out in January 2024. We have not granted any permission for the use of the Pokemon intellectual property or assets in that game. We intend to investigate and take appropriate measure to address any acts that infringe on intellectual property rights related to Pokemon. We will continue to cherish and nurture each and every Pokemon and its world, and work to bring the world together through Pokemon in the future."
have you heard about the mod that they had up for a couple of days?
And yeah.
And then B, I saw a breakdown of all the Pal World characters and their corresponding Pokemon counterparts. And it's funny because it's so close, but not like they distinctly made it different enough that maybe you could possibly say that it's not that Pokemon, but the color scheme is on point. A lot of the Pal World monsters are like kind of better. Like they're cuter. It's sort of so good.
Yeah, I mean, I've
But
seen
I
a
don't
couple of other like comparison charts on the internet that are like, oh, like Digimon, and there's a couple others that they mentioned, and
Yeah.
there's like sheets of like, these are Pokemon characters and these are X game characters, and there's other games out there that have been around for a long time that seem to rip off Pokemon more than this game, but they've never been this popular, and that's the key.
Can you claim intellectual property on a color scheme? Is that a thing or not?
Honestly,
because if it is, then Nintendo probably has a case.
No, you can't. But if anything's going to get them, I feel like it's going to be the way you capture the Pokemon that's going to get them in trouble.
With the balls.
Because that is something that you could correlate directly with Pokemon specifically. If they had like done, I don't know,
a box.
a square, a box or something different, they probably would have gotten away with it. But the fact that it's literally a fucking Pokeball thing, like, I think that's going to fuck them over. But I
if
don't
they
know.
were smart, they would have done a box.
see.
They would have done like a little
But
Ghostbuster type of. Wait,
And they would have been in trouble with
Right.
Ghostbuster.
yeah, but the fact that somebody
Luigi's
modded in
Mansion.
Pokemon characters on top of that, that's not going to help either. So I don't think they're going to win if this goes to court. I feel like Nintendo's going to win. And yeah, it's not looking good for Pal World.
they do not have a case, in my opinion. If the color scheme doesn't get them, then they won't have a case because, like I said, that whole 30% rule that you only need to change an art piece on average about 30% in order to call it your own work. And
But it's not just about the color scheme. Like there's all the other things that were mentioned too.
Yeah. And it's also like it's the colors, it's the character designs, the aesthetic, it's the Pokeball thing, it's the fact that you literally capture them and fight them like very similar to Pokemon. There's a lot of
the concept,
There's a lot of relatable pieces.
I've never played Monster Hunter.
And
how
you
does
could
that
even
go?
make the argument of like depending on how the Pal World developers handle this whole like Pokemon modding shit, like if they don't keep that shit out of there, that could be a problem too. You know, just the fact that they're like a conduit for their user base to funnel, you know, rip off Pokemon shit through their servers, you know, that they could get them on that alone. Like right now they're struggling just to keep the servers up. So like I doubt they're going to be able to block, you know, thousands of people trying to throw mods into the game. But I don't know. There's a lot of different ways that can go down, and I just don't see them winning if Nintendo truly decides to pursue them.
I've also heard the human trafficking thing doesn't technically work because you'll be like swarmed by police or something if you do that, if you try. Like they have that sort of.
We're still talking about the game.
Oh goodness!
I heard if you try to rob a bank, it won't work because like got cameras in Pal World.
In Pal World. Hey, Twitch is back. God. Twitch is trying to win people back.
Free the nip.
In an effort to entice new people to join and current streamers to stick around, Twitch has blogged that their Partner Plus program will now allow both partners and affiliates to earn higher revenue from subscriptions starting on May 1st. To qualify, users must reach 300 plus points to get a 70-30 split on paid and gifted subs. This dropped from the previously 350 points that you needed to acquire. I don't know how the point system works, so that means nothing to me. They will also qualify for the 60-40 ad split if they maintain a 100 plus points for 3 months straight. They have also removed the cap on larger streamers who make more than 100,000. So good for them. Before this change, streamers who earned over $100,000 dropped from the 70-30 split down to a 50-50 split. This is no longer the case. So there's opportunity to make more money at Twitch, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
No, I mean, if you decided to leave Twitch and go to a different platform, you've lost your audience on Twitch, and then you had to go back to Twitch and get the audience back again. That's a slow process.
Yeah.
So why would you bother?
Why would you bother leaving?
And messy.
No. Why would you bother coming back?
Bother coming back.
Oh, right. That's
and
a good point.
Messy besides.
That's a good point.
Only for Twitch to change their mind again like next month.
Right. And plus just with their struggles and all the dumb shit they've been doing, that's hardly enough to warrant, you know, a change of heart, honestly.
Yeah.
Microsoft is very successful, so they're firing a bunch of people.
Nice.
Yeah. After the company just recently purchased Activision Blizzard for $69 billion, Microsoft is now laying off 1,900 employees from its video game workforce.
Yay.
And
Assholes.
it's the usual mumbo jumbo of strategizing, restructuring, and growth, blah, 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 according to Microsoft. But it's not a good look to dump nearly $70 billion into a company buyout and then start firing a bunch of people. Not great. What makes this even more insulting is Microsoft has just become the second ever company to be worth $3 trillion. This is following Apple, who became the first company to reach $3 trillion in December. So yeah, company worth $3 trillion just dropped $70 billion to buy out another company and then starts laying off people. That is fucked up.
Micro hard.
Buy them out, boys.
Wow. Yeah.
Yep. Not
Telltale.
Not good.
I'm a little bit not surprised.
And as a wonderful follow-up to Microsoft's amazing ethics and business decisions,
Sony did it too.
it looks like Xbox is done with physical media.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Forever.
As part of Microsoft's mass layoffs, the company has reportedly shut down its physical game release divisions. Funny how no statement about this has been made by Microsoft either. They just kind of let that slide. That's not important news.
But you can still buy a fridge or a toaster. Or
yeah. Or a toaster that looks like an Xbox.
Or a hoodie for your controller.
So this is not 100% confirmation of the end of physical media from Xbox, as they could outsource the process, but given that they're eliminating roles to reduce costs among other things like this, that's not very likely. At the very least, if they do end up outsourcing things, like this at the very least means that their physical media support is going to drop substantially. Like they might support it a little bit, like maybe they'll do high profile releases or something, like certain games they'll do physical runs of, but for the most part, this means that they're going to be not prioritizing that. They're going to be focusing on Game Pass. They're going to be focusing on digital. It's basically going to be a major inconvenience for them to pursue any kind of physical production at this point. They could do it and they might do it, but it doesn't really make sense for them to. And so if they do it, it's going to be minimal.
Do.
So yeah, this is the end of physical media for Microsoft. And I'm sure Sony's going to see this. I'm sure they're already planning something similar. They've got to be. So yeah, the end is near, everybody. I've been saying it for a while, and we're finally here. We started at the bottom.
You've been saying it in like 3 years now.
I've been saying it since the beginning of the podcast, so it took a little bit longer than expected, but we're coming around. We're getting there.
Come 2030.
Riot Games jumps on the layoff bandwagon too. Riot Games, the developer of League of Legends, will lay off 11% of its staff, 530 employees. This is said to be a necessity and not to appease shareholders, apparently.
Oh,
CEO
jockeys.
Dylan Jadeja said that the layoffs are due to the company making a number of big bets and broadening their portfolio beginning in 2019. This created massive growth over a short period. However, it was not sustainable, and their bets did not pay off. So now they got to cut a bunch of jobs.
Yeah, here's an idea. Don't do that shit.
Every company does this all the time, constantly.
Sean.
Hello.
Like 4 or 5 League of Legends characters, and the 2 that you picked, neither of them are Vi. Why? Why?
Well, I was gonna, and then I thought that was like it was too easy. It was too easy. It was too easy of a pick.
But
it's like the one character I know. I mean, outside of the game. But Riot is also shuttering their indie label, Riot Forge. So that's sad? ? But The video game industry is feeling a lot of financial pressure these days. Last year, an estimated 10,000 people lost their jobs industry-wide, and in January alone of this year, another 4,000 people in the industry have lost their jobs due to studio closures, downsizing, project cancellations, and so on. And I don't think that 4,000 counts this 2,000 from Microsoft either, because this just happened. So yeah, 6,000 jobs lost in the market in less than 30 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to
Wanna
be
get into
fucked.
computing?
Everybody go to school to be like in the video game industry because
I
it's
did
got a
that.
bright future.
Yeah, maybe
I
don't.
did that. I literally did that and have my degree, and it's a little bit useless now because my school doesn't exist. I didn't get the skills I needed.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And everybody's
this shit's
getting laid
happening.
off. So
Yeah.
This shit is happening. Yeah.
Right,
That kind of
Jess,
scares me because,
we got
I
your
was just-
thing. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'm currently in between jobs at the moment. And if you think about it, video games are just another, it's
apply at Microsoft.
It's just another aspect of the tech industry. And to think that I'm, I'm competing against another, several thousand people nationwide. Yeah, it's fun.
All right, Jazz, that is the end of the news. You got a thingamabob?
A thingamabob. I have one. I have a trailer, but before I want to talk to you about this game, in the trailer that I'm going to talk to you about.
What?
Actually, what do you think? Trailer first, news after? Yeah, trailer first.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Roll
me.
the clip, Jeffrey.
Roll the clip.
Oh, Garcon.
Oh,
the
the
clip.
lever clunk.
Listen.
I like levels.
Wow. I think it's that one. Let's hope.
That's not right. That's not right at all.
If Titanic was like this, then I'd be excited.
I mean,
Now you're a night
first person. It's similar.
The job is
With
not
giraffes
difficult.
and shit.
You have nothing to worry about.
Vamos!
Nope.
So
Zoocosis.
it's essentially Five Nights at Freddy's concept, but in the zoo.
I have to point out that it's weird that you're excited about that, but not the Titanic.
Because it's
Removing VR from it.
The
if
zoo
VR,
is not a
if VR
historical
wasn't
event.
a factor,
if it
then
wasn't for VR, I'd be more excited for it. It's the VR part that really shut me down. And I don't see like Five Nights at Freddy's to me just looks like a game where you're just looking at cameras and closing doors before things get close to you.
You're working in a zoo, making sure the zoo's okay, doing all the usual meaningful zoo.
Yeah, but you're not just looking at cameras. This one you're actually moving around. It's a body cam. Zoocosis is a body cam horror simulation game, which will be launching on Steam in the second quarter of the 2024 year. I really do hope, as far as I can tell so far, it's just announced for Steam, but I do hope, I mean, like, games like, well, I guess Five Nights and games like Poppy Playtime that started on Steam made them their way to console. So I hope that this one really does, because it looks really freaking stupid and awesome. Like the giraffe just puking and then climbing up the wall got me right away. It is classified as a horror, psychological horror, simulation, adventure, and indie game by developer and publisher Clapperheads. Doesn't yet have a release date. It's in the game. It's your first night as a night zookeeper, and you find out that some of the animals are infected and they're turning into mutants. You have to save them and save yourself. You have to figure out the mystery that's going on, identify which animals are infected mutants. You have to make a vaccine and cure them. Don't let Carlos do it; he'll fuck it up. And you have to choose the animals wisely, because your choices will determine the ending of the game. Will you be able to save all the animals and yourself? Split up into a few questions. Split up into the 4 different things as mentioned. So you have to interact with the animals, take care of them. You have to choose and prepare their meals, restock, clean up after them. Just typical night zookeeper job.
Kill the ones that want to kill you.
When things go wrong, you have to figure out what's going on. You have to discover the cause of the infection, how to create the vaccine, cure them before it's too late, figure out which ones to save, which ones to kill, or which ones that it's too late for them, and how you're going to cure them. Your decision is the key to your survival and the ultimate ending of the story, as mentioned. It is body cam footage, as we mentioned with the Digested, except this one looks a little bit better than the camera pointing kind of to the side. The one with the big snake that we showed last time. Strap on your body cam. I was pausing to see if Alec would react to that. And capture all the terrifying events of the evening. Explore the darkest corners of the zoo with a unique perspective, adding a new level of tension and horror to your quest. I added a little blurb here from the CEO. Strap on. Yeah. The CEO of Clapperheads and the co-founder Oleg Gaze, or Gaz, I don't know, says in a press release.
Oleg Gaze?
It's either it's Gaze, so it's either Gaze or Gaz, I don't know. Said in a press release, quote, "We're always on top of trends, and we think body cams are a killer way to amp up the tension and really get players really in the heart of the game. And trust me, in Zoocosis, there's a lot going down. We have handpicked a theme that we feel is a real crowd pleaser, not just for our team, but for many more people. Animals. Not just animal." If Shayla was here, it'd be like, animals, Crust. Animals. Not just animals, but the big focus on saving them, stopping them from vanishing off the face of the earth. Then, bam, you're thrown into this crazy scenario where, as night zookeeper, a parasite infects your animal friends, and it's a matter of survival for you and the animals in your care. So it's true, like, there's always zombies. There's always, like, we've seen in Outbreak, there's, like, zombie animals, that stupid zombie elephant. We've seen, like, some, like, animals and, like, wild survival games and stuff like that. So I feel like this is a pretty cool concept. So as soon as I saw this pop up, and I was like, oh, this is either going to be a really stupid looking thing, or, like, a good stupid thing, or it's going to be, like, immediately disregard. And like I said, as soon as I started the trailer and the giraffe threw up and climbed up the wall, I was like, yep, we're saving this. And this is going to the podcast. Because I feel like this is a pretty, like, kind of unique, different take on a horror game. Like, you're trying to take care of the animals, and then shit goes, like, all fucked up, and you're like, okay, what do I do? I have to help them, but also I don't want to die. So,
is there any word if it'll be Steam Deck compatible?
Nope. The only thing I saw is that it's coming out on Steam, and I hope that, like, maybe we'll get more news closer to the release, because it's the second quarter. But hopefully it'll eventually make its way to the consoles, because that's where I want to try it.
Yeah, get the platinum.
They should start realizing that there's a lot of indie games that are being made that look freaking hilarious and amazing, and are getting a lot more attention than the indie games on the consoles. And they should just start realizing that they should automatically do the port. Like, they should not automatically, but, like, hey, this there's a lot of people on consoles who are interested in this. Maybe look into it right away.
Yep.
Zoocosis.
Exclusivity should go bye-bye.
Also,
Don't think
Zuko's
it's a game for me, but fair enough.
Not gonna try it.
Nah, it looks boring to me.
What?
God damn it,
You don't want
Alec.
to. You don't want to chase a
How?
kangaroo and then suddenly it's like on the freaking ceiling about the
Because it doesn't look. Other
I'd be
than it
shitting
being
bricks.
okay, other than it being in a zoo, there's nothing new concept-wise for me. It's
What
just
about the
boring.
Titanic game? Are you gonna get that? Are
I
you
said that
excited?
was boring too because it's like the hand just throws me off. So like,
God damn
yeah. I am hard to please.
That's what you get. All right, that's what I'm giving to you.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. So
Anyways, that's Zuko's.
Well, I think it looks cool. I want to check it out, but I'll.
I think it looks cool, even
I'm-
if I
It's
may
set
never
in
play
Colorado because there's a giraffe.
I'm gonna wait though. I'm fucking tired of getting shit on Steam and finding out it's coming out to console later. So I'm waiting.
Yeah, and I just gave up on Steam a long time ago, and Steam gave up on me because Windows 7.
Steam gave up
it.
on
But
you.
you could get a Steam Deck, Jazz, maybe.
Why
for
would
not
I?
Too
I don't-
much.
Why would?
Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
for only $400. You
In the last like less than 60 days, I bought a PS5.
Oh, Lee makes a good point.
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
not.
PETA approve?
Well, you're trying to
But-
save the animals.
PETA's
from
gonna
a
shut it
virus.
down.
Never mind
Yeah.
PETA. Like, is the CDC aware of this? That's it.
Yes, it. All right, it is time for some games.
Games. Oh.
now sending
Oh,
Carlos.
Okay, over
Don't
there.
die.
No.
Oh,
Okay, it's game time.
giraffe, as in different giraffe.
Say
It's a
Colorado.
giraffe.
I'm a.
All right, who has games?
That's right. I
So,
had issues, not
There are
games.
in total we have 4 games, and
Okay.
your comments.
So let's plan on doing 2 games because we want to hit 2 hours.
And I made my game.
All right,
I need to take out my recycling. It's full.
Mine is. You see that overflowing trash can in my background? That's not trash. That's recycling.
I'll keep mine ready for next week, so then I don't have to get things quite. You do games.
Oh, I have like more like backed out, so I can do one of my games because I made them a little longer, so I can make one. You can make one, and there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Nah, let's just do your games.
No, fuck
What?
you, word.
Fuck you.
Now, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Variety is the spice of life, sister.
Spread the jazz games out. Spread the
We need variety now, more than ever.
Oh no!
This is my new background, guys. The Residents, coming never.
Wow.
Get your craft dinner and ketchup at the theater near you.
I like how he's tasting the ketchup. It looks like.
We're gonna play. Oh snap!
Oh snap!
Oh
Snap.
snap!
Snap.
Snap! Oh snap! You remember this game? Cause I do. Cause I made it. All right, so I forget how many there are today. I think there are 7 because
7.
I was gonna do 5 and then I needed 6 because 6 was funny, and then I was like, well, I need 7 because 7. So yeah. For anybody who has not played this, which is rare, 7 pictures will be shown. Well, more than 7 pictures will be shown, but there are 7 screenshots. When I show you a screenshot, it is very zoomed in to a specific corner. If you can't make out what the game is from that very hard to decipher or hard to make out zoomed in image, I will then show you a slightly zoomed out one and then another. There are 3 pictures for you to try to guess this game. After those 3 pictures, if you can't guess it, I will reveal the game. Yeah. All right. Stupid chat. Here we go. You guys ready?
Yay.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Duck hunt.
Duck hunt. What? Duck hunt.
Last week, Sean said it was too hard.
Yeah.
Duck hunt.
It's not dick hunt. It's duck hunt.
I said duck.
That is
Quack.
a different game.
You're correct. You got it. This might be an assortment. There might be easier ones. There might be hard ones. I don't really know because, yeah, I thought this one, I'm like, oh, this one's going to be hard. Then I'm like, nah.
I got so excited.
All right, number 2.
The moon.
Fuck you.
The moon. It's a pile of shit.
That's a splotch on a
Me. This one's gonna be easier this week. Also me. This picture.
That's it looks like a stain on a slide. Anybody?
Is it?
Did you
the-
shit on the slide?
Is it the first zombie in the PS in Resident Evil? Like the zoom in of the
His
bald
head.
zombie?
That's a good guess.
Elise has a hedgehog.
But it's
A
shadow.
hedge.
The shadow of a hedgehog.
Sasha says,
if
if you can't guess it after 3 pictures, a giraffe will come hunt you in the middle of the night. And it'll be the one from Zookosis, the one who pukes first, so you have to pick it up in the morning.
I'm gonna have nightmares of giraffes now.
Get out of here.
A dick hunting game. Alec likes that one, no doubt.
Wow.
I've been surprisingly quiet for this cast, haven't I?
Yeah.
Let's have
yeah.
picture number 2.
Yeah, let's zoom out.
All right, zooming out.
You
That
son of
is
bitch.
a ball against a tennis courty net thing.
Resident
It's these nuts.
Resident Evil 7.
Resident Evil love match.
It's Ethan's foot.
It's his
Resident
dick.
Evil love match. 10 love, whatever. I don't know. Tennising.
It looks like the RE engine.
I don't know.
Looks like a fence, but
Was there ever like a tennis court in a Resident Evil game?
Is it Village?
I think
wait.
I think I was a complete asshole for this one, actually. For not this picture, but this whole like today.
You know those fences that are made of like hard, like not even hard, but you know those fences that are made of like thick plastic that are like orange, and they're used to like cordon off like construction type stuff.
Fences.
Yeah.
But
Is it one of those?
But
is it orange?
It's nighttime.
zoom out again. Next one.
You guys want another zoom out?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
It's gonna get so mad at me.
You should do these in Who dat?
Fucking knew it. I fucking knew it was the
You found
RE
the
engine. I
disc.
could tell. It's RE4.
Who's that brain?
It's Leon.
That's Leon. I don't see it.
Must admit, I don't see it either.
I don't know.
I like that
think
you
that's
called it Village, though. That will forever be online.
God
That will
damn
forever
it.
be on YouTube.
You tricked me. That doesn't count.
I did.
It's
I'm
the
not
same. It's
sorry.
the same engine. So
It's the
To be
same.
fair.
It's the same.
Does that look like a man face or a lady face?
Lee's correct.
It looks like a lady face.
Human. Yes. From Human Game 4.
Well, Sean got it. Tis a Leon.
It is a Leon.
I thought you would have instantly known because as soon as I unlocked that hat, I was so excited. It is a Leon.
Oh, of course.
No giraffe.
And he is next to a Louis.
And Louis and the Leon just hanging out like buddies with the
Is
fuzzy
it
hat.
game time?
All right, number 3.
PUBG.
It's a tumbleweed in PUBG, I'm guessing. I'm gonna go with Sean.
I've
It
seen
does.
that fucking bush 1,000 times.
Have
It's a
you?
tumble fucking weed. Had one stuck under my car.
Sarah staying quiet because he wanted Leon's hat.
He's plotting. He
It's
used to work for
definitely a
Umbrella,
tumbleweed.
so
Do you
He's a
can I have
plotter.
your hat? No, but I got gum.
That is definitely a weed of tumbles. I want to say Red Dead Redemption
Alec?
or Revolver. Red Rover or
Horizon?
something.
Alex says Horizon. By the way, I accept like Alex saying Horizon. So if it was one of the Horizon games, I would accept just Horizon for any title
Same
like
with-
that. Like
Same with just Red Dead.
except for Resident Evil, because there are so many titles. But like, yeah, like Red Dead, if you say Red Dead and it's Red Dead 2, like I accept it. If you say like, yeah.
Metal Gear 5 is a good guess.
All right. Are you
So
ready for
awkward.
either
What are
the
you
What's
reveal
talking
or
about,
the next
math?
Sasha? What is this? What is
What is
this?
this? She's
Are you-
typing things in the chat instead of accidentally instead of like her
She said
calculator or
Plant
something.
Simulator 101. Are you ready for either a reveal or the next zoom out?
I know
want
what
the
it
Zoom.
is.
Do you?
I want the Zoom.
Do you?
I want the Zoom.
You son of a bitch.
Just such.
Fooled you again. This one was specifically chosen because I knew you would think it's PUBG.
And I still don't know. I'm still
Is
going
it
to
the
go with
Dead of-
Horizon.
Is it the Dead of Red? Because I'm still figuring it out. Because
Yeah,
that is
I'm
either
not
a
even telling
building.
you if you're right or wrong. So
That is either a building in the background or a square-looking boulder.
it's the Boulder's Gate.
I don't know. Maybe Lee's right. Maybe it is Metal Gear 5.
Maybe it's maybe.
Possibly.
I'm sticking with Red Dead.
Like
Just
when they go to Iraq, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
are
Yeah,
there
I
tumbleweeds
don't
and
see a
cacti in
rock.
Iraq?
I say zoom out whenever.
Yeah,
Zoom out.
Yeah.
I don't think I. Oh. Who? What?
Is it Saints Row?
Who's that arm?
Let's title this game Sean Gets Pissed Off Simulator. We could title this game Sean Gets Pissed Off Simulator. That title would actually work very well for this game.
San Andreas. I don't know. I'm just saying shit now. San Andreas.
That character model looks so familiar. God damn it.
I don't know who it is.
I'm going to stick with Saints Row.
Okay.
Well, it's definitely not Metal Gear Solid 5.
I'm sticking with.
I'm giving the point to Sasha for renaming the game Sean Gets Pissed Off Simulator.
Fallout 4? Something?
Are you ready for the reveal?
San
Yeah.
Andreas.
Yeah.
What?
I'm leaving.
The character's name is Sean, and he gets pissed off a lot in the game. So this is officially Sean Gets Pissed Off Simulator. Yeah. Yeah. Fooled you.
That's weird. That game looks way different than I thought it did. I thought it was like
I thought you would have
cartoony.
known by the like slightly artistic looking like the bushes and like the like here. Oops. Here it's like it's kind of
Painterly.
like splash art looking, kind of like the first games. But the second one isn't like the first one. Like it's more detailed, I guess, because it came out afterwards. I couldn't get. This is obviously my screenshot, so I couldn't like get rid of this, but I wanted to show off my platinum.
What?
Yeah,
You could have
Apple
just
Strange
painted
2.
it sky color.
I didn't want to. I wanted to show it off. Yeah, it looks super super PUBG.
It also looks very Saints Row.
Yeah, and apparently Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Batman.
I'm Batman.
Why would you say that? What would make you say Batman? Like I said, some of these are easier than others. Some of them are harder than others. But you never know with me.
I'm ready for a zoom out already.
Yeah.
Is everyone
think it's
ready for a
Batman.
zoom out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trash bag. I am trash bag.
Trash bag. The parents were garbage.
Is it gonna be
PUBG.
some? Is it gonna be some shit like the Last of Us 2 remake, Part 2, whatever, 5?
Well, the Last of Us remake part 2, remake part 5. The second one.
Part
And a
2,
half.
sequel 3. Or sequel 3. Epilogue 3.
Epilogue. Batman or dog's ears.
Bat dog ears.
Or,
Dog.
or is it?
Batman?
Or is it Power World? You know, their version of a
It's
Pokemon.
never going to be Pal World. The bluish thing looks like a piece of crap art I once made in secondary. What bluish thing?
There's no blue.
The artwork thing
I'm
under the
not
bag, I
even-
guess.
Everything is either gray or brown. I don't understand.
That's why I think it's PUBG.
That's why I think it's everything.
I think we need another zoom out.
Yeah,
Zoom out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
that helps.
You suck.
Wait, there's a gun. There's a gun in the left in hands. You see the hands in the gun? Now I
I
want
think
to
it is
zoom into you,
PUBG.
zoom out. Yeah, I'm gonna guess PUBG. Final answer.
It looks far too detailed to be PUBG.
Yeah.
They have PISP 5s, so probably.
I mean, I have a PS5. It still looks like too detailed to be PUBG.
I don't know.
Is it Homeless Simulator?
Wow, that's offensive. Is that offensive?
Is it village that or cardboard?
You know what that one black can looks like?
Is that
So
offensive?
they have these. What? They have these drinks that are like little glasses of wine in a little like bowl shaped can. It's like
Tomb
it's
Raider.
weird. Can Raider. Garbage can raider. Dumpster raider.
I don't know.
don't know.
I'm sticking with Last of Us Part 5 696 remake.
Okay.
Remake.
PUBG.
Carmen, you're sticking with PUBG?
Wait. Before I say that, look in the middle-ish right lower area, right?
Middle-ish right corner
Like
area.
everywhere?
Okay. The last third of the screen on the bottom.
It looks like a
Where it
damn
says
Resident
10,
Evil game. Is it Resident
0.
Evil 3 remake?
Because if you
God
can recognize
damn
that
it.
HUD, yep, HUD.
Well,
So
technically it's a
it's-
demo.
It is the demo, and I thought for sure, Sean, you would have remembered when I played the demo. I sent you the screenshot and said, "Holy fucking shit, those bastards killed Batman!" And I found this screenshot in my PSN like screenshots, and I was like, "Oh my god, I have to do this!" And you fell for it.
But see, I
immediately.
helped. I helped
Yeah,
Good job.
because
I had to
I-
leave the demo because
attention.
I feel like it looks different than the final product. Don't know
Yeah.
why.
her
Jill
outfit.
looks Jill looks more greasy. Although I might have just like fallen in a puddle or something. Because yeah. All right, number 5.
Excuse me?
Someone's dead ass.
See, I don't
I
remember the order in which I put these. So this...
I'm hoping that's the corner of a mouth. Zoom out.
You might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gives us
Uh,
nothing.
I
Whoops.
accidentally
Oh,
zoomed
so
out.
that's the
Sorry,
forest.
no, look.
Wait.
This was the second picture.
Okay,
I
I'm guessing
forest.
it's an S. Okay,
I accidentally zoomed
I
out
know,
twice.
I know. Either not the forest. It's the one with the arc. I think it's the arc
I think it's the
Arc.
forest.
evolved.
I'm sticking with the forest.
Yeah.
Forest or arc? Fark.
Yeah, I fucked up on this one. I zoomed out twice. It is the forest.
Oh my god!
And I know I took this screenshot just because of his butthole.
Did I not see? Did when you zoomed down on accident? Did you?
Or would you
show
have gotten it with this
the
one?
whole title?
No.
No.
Oh, damn it! I went too fast on my keyboard. I got excited. All right, number 6.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Zoom
That's
out.
a tattoo. Yeah, your zoom ins are just
Yeah, I know.
too vague.
Yeah, I
They
know.
are the
That's the point of the game.
Stray
about-
cat game.
You get bonus points if you can get it from the first picture.
So I got bonus points
Lisa's
for
lines.
DuckTales. or
Line
DuckTales?
simulator.
Lee's got it, but they're squiggly. You need to say squiggly lines, so no points.
Stretch marks. No, not stretch. Not stretch marks.
Pumpkin simulator.
They look like the kind of like
I don't know. It looks more
electronic
like a
lines.
squash.
They kind of look like electronic lines on a circuit board, but without the end terminal parts. You know, the circly parts.
Yeah, it does
Oh,
look like
poopy. I agree.
Poopy.
That was my favorite game of last year. Oh, poopy.
Poopy.
Can't wait for the remake.
Lines 2. All right, I'm gonna zoom out.
Yeah.
That is Fates in. That's PUBG somehow, some way, not.
Oh my god.
Oh, Sean recognizes
I
it.
think Sean just got.
Yep.
Wait,
Tell
hold on
us.
to it. Hold on to it.
Tell the class.
Hold on to it. I want to see.
I
if they
don't
have-
remember the shit stains though.
Wait till you see what's going down at the.
Clearly a face.
Is it Resident Evil 6, like where Chris gets to the park bit where you can ride a fucking panda?
It's a
Yep.
machinima.
Listen,
Listen.
Sean, what was your guess? Is that what you were gonna say?
Yeah.
Now you're close, but you've got the game because it's Ada.
Oh my gosh.
Just having it slide.
That is the
The shit
weirdest
stains.
thing.
The shit stains are because of the stupid multiplayer co-op with Ada's campaign.
And so you killed
shit.
somebody and they left a
No, it's
stain?
because the co-op, how they made Ada's campaign into co-op was shit. They gave you a guy that can't do anything, can't pick up any items, and he's just really weird. Yeah, his name is Agent. All right, and number 7, the last one. That is apparently not here. Hang on a sec. Bear with me for a sec.
Resident Evil 6
cheese.
remake.
You almost said 0. You almost fucked up.
I know.
Why isn't that one in here? Here it is.
What?
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 What is this darkness?
What is in the darkness?
Why didn't it show up in the folder? The fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna say go ahead and zoom out.
If it's Craft of Mines, I will be upset.
Nobody can get it from this?
Minecraft? Mario or Minecraft or something.
Ada looks like she's really having fun there. She had like no expressions on her face. It was great.
I'll take a zoom out.
Huh?
Come on.
What?
This is like the oh.
So it's a trap door or something.
Into the middle of nothingness. Like a pocket dimension.
Come on, Lee.
Trapdoor simulator? 12?
Doom. Before it gave up.
It's so
A
weird.
window to Sean's ass.
No.
Oh no. Sean, what have you been eating?
Sasha says Minecraft.
No. Because where's the rest of everything else?
I'm ready for a zoom out.
Yeah.
Really?
Except it'll just be more blue. That's the thing. If she zooms out, it what? The rage. Wait, no. Something about arms. Golden axe. Golden rage axe. Golden age. Golden arms. Axe rage.
It's Monopoly.
Beasts of Rage, something like that. It's a Sega. It's like
Altered
Rage,
Beast?
Altered Beast.
It's not Altered Beast.
I feel like I'm very close because Jazz is like just holding it in.
I think
You're
you're
not.
very far away.
You're not.
Aladdin.
Oh my god! I thought like,
This says Mario 2.
where are all my true gamers at? What the fuck is this?
Where have all the cowboys gone?
Mario Paint.
No.
Oh, that was a good game, but no, guys.
I'm gonna need another zoom out.
There's no other zoom out. It's a reveal. It's fucking
That's-
Lemmings.
Oh,
I never
Where-
would have got that.
Nope.
Where
Never
are the
would
true
I.
gamers? This is like the classic of the classics. The trapdoor opens. They all just fall out of the trapdoor and just walk forward, and you have to give them the tools or they're gonna suicide off the cliff.
hey,
Yeah,
I will
usually I
say,
just let
This
them
is
kill
like the
themselves.
best game in history. Go
Was-
Lemmings, go!
can you go back to the second one? Or, no, I mean, the next one? Yeah. So, wait, on the far right, at the very, like, where the edge meets, like, the
Where
end
the
of the
lemming
page.
is, yeah.
Yeah, if I saw that at the very last moment before it was too late, and I wouldn't have gotten it, but I would have said, like, hey guys, look at that and see if you can recognize it.
Well, you
I
didn't.
still would have got it.
I think it was on everything, wasn't it?
It was like, yeah, but I have a feeling it was like DOS days. Like this was
Why the fuck was it called Lemmings?
because lemmings,
that's
the
what the
animal
creatures
in
were.
nature, they will literally just like follow each other off a cliff. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Although
That was oh
I
snap!
I heard that they
And
were like antagonized.
I
off
learned
that
something
cliff.
today that apparently I'm not the oldest at the table, but
You are the truest of the old school.
you guys don't know
gamers.
fucking lemmings. What is
Listen,
this?
Hey,
Classic.
Sean has
We can't
bigger
play
fish
them
to
all.
fry, like Resident Evil Village.
there we go.
Come on!
One day she's not going to come back.
No, I was. Why? Why? I know why, but why?
All right, we have one more game.
We do. Are
Oh,
we?
we're-
So
yeah,
we're not
we're-
doing.
201.
We're not doing Alex game,
No,
and we're not doing read your comments.
let's do read your comments and we'll wrap up. Let's do that.
Okay, so we'll do the my other game next week too.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna keep it up though because I like having the white. Gives you more lighting. But I'm gonna stop sharing.
All right. Read your comcoms. All from Dual. Resident Evil Season 1. Comment from Massive Mooney Flaps. Currently playing RE4 remake, and I can't stop quoting the Ward Productions. You remind me of my dogs, so I'll let you live.
For
During
now.
cutscenes as they show up. You guys need to do one for the remake, man. Question 1: What does anyone in your life remind you of a dog?
Yeah, like you're a bitch.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
Seriously,
Hmm.
it's a serious question. Is there anyone in your life you've met you just think, wow, you are a total dog?
There are certain family members that I've referred to as a chihuahua because they kind of yap, yap, yap.
I could make comparisons in some ways to people.
like that one time Bill shit on the floor.
All right. Question 2:
One time my sister got in the trash can.
Wow.
Choke on a
Question
bone. Wait.
Now I have a brother-in-law. Just kidding.
Oh dear.
She doesn't watch this.
Continue, Alec.
Has anyone else quoted Duel when playing Resident Evil 4 remake?
Yes.
I've taken to calling Ashley a bitch.
It's like we can't look for Ashley and not go, where the fuck are you, Ashley?
Dumb bitch. Yeah.
I still haven't played Resident Evil 4 Remake again since initially playing it. I just haven't gone back to it.
I liked it. Surprisingly, I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
No, not when playing remake, but it's dumb. Like doing the crank, I kind of want to. I mean, like cranking the cranky thing. I kind of want to go nah. That's all.
Okay. Question 3. Have you
Jesus.
had any more thoughts on Dual Remake 4?
That's concerning, Sasha.
Thoughts like it should
I
happen.
refuse to answer this anymore.
Look, I had to ask the questions and I had to do
Where's
something.
the
funny
remake?
It's happening again.
Where's the remake? But also, where's season 2?
I have been working on it.
Where's the remake, though?
That's all I can say. So the answer is yes.
All right. Last
Are you going to
comment.
remaster the remake? Sorry, Alec, go ahead.
Last comment from I'm Shook. Where did you get the photo of Leon and Ashley used for the thumbnail? And that is the same picture you can see in the background. That bit.
Can't really see it.
I don't remember. I think I stumbled upon it in my many sessions of Googling Resident Evil images so that I can make thumbnails.
In your nightmares.
But it was one of the more recent ones that I found. Because, like, I've looked for Resident Evil 4 artwork so many times at this point. Like, I always find the same shit. And then this was one of the last ones that I found. So I don't know if it was fan-made or official. It's probably fan-made, but I don't know. Just random internet shit.
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 I mean, the Ashley bladed,
Mm-hmm.
and like Leon kind of stands out a bit more. Yeah. It's like a group of pictures that put together different occupancy, but yeah. Read your
They
comments
said
down
make it
really
more
quickly.
cheesy and charming like the OG RE4 than the actual RE4 remake. Yeah. It's fair.
This has been.
Wow.
What?
Are you the host, you fuck?
Uh-oh.
Oh, look, we're 7 minutes
Yeah.
over.
Why not?
7.
7. Oops, that's not the button I wanted. Listen,
You're a button.
you're a fucking button. How about that? You know, I wasn't ready for this, all right? This is
We
my
push
first,
his buttons.
my first date. My
Let's
first
push
date.
his buttons.
First
What?
day on the job.
Yeah, and I was sleeping
Oh.
on the job.
Oh.
Amigo.
Oh.
This has been episode 223. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm going to move this over here. If you enjoy the podcast or any of the content at the Word, please consider helping us grow by sharing our content, liking the video, and subscribing. You can also support us through patreon.com/thewordproductions to get exclusive content. Have a great week, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, lady.
Bye!
Fly. Yes, yes.